Japan has a kind of passion for survival stories, and they do them well. Today, anime carries on the obsession we have with survival by making a game out of it. Certainly, there are anime series that are about those struggling in a natural disaster or another situation that have been thrust upon them. But that is for another time and another list. Today, we are going to give you a list of top 10 best survival game anime. And exactly, we are going to focus on the shows that future groups put in a desperate situation in which they have to kill each other to get out of. And before starting this video, and for the sake of making a good list and probably introducing some new anime, we had to take out TV shows like Sword Art Online and Kaiji. We all had a fun and great time watching these animes, so if you didn't watch them yet, what on earth you're waiting for? So without any further ado, let's get ready and count down our list. Starting with number 10, Umineko When They Cry. The anime takes place on the island of Rokkenjima, owned by the immensely wealthy Yoshioramiya family. As a customary per year, the entire family is gathering on the island for a conference that discusses the current financial situation of each respective person. Because of the family's head's poor health, this year involves the topic of the head's family's inheritance and how it will be distributed. However, the family is unaware that the distribution of his wealth is at least of family head concerns for this year's family conference. After being told that his end was approaching by his longtime friend and physician, Kinzo is desperate to meet his life's true love one last time, the Golden Witch Beatrice. Having immersed himself in a black magic for many of the late years in his life, Kinzo instigates a ceremony to revive his beloved upon his family's arrival on this island. Soon after, a violent typhoon traps the family on the island, and a string of mysterious murders commence, forcing the 8 people on the island to fight for their lives in a deadly struggle between fantasy and reality. Number 9. Jyu-Oh-Sei, Planet of the Beast King. After the murder of their parents, 11-year-old twin brother Thor and Ray Klein are sent away from their home planet. They find themselves awakening on the terraformed planet of Chimera, where carnivorous plants dominate, and the few humans who lived there are divided into 4 groups known as rings. Soon after, they meet a young man by the name Zegi, and the twins learn that only the one who conquers these 4 rings is allowed to leave the planet. Driven by the desire to return home and discover the truth behind the death of his parents, Thor resolves to survive in the harsh or merciless environment of Chimera. However, he quickly learns there is more than meets the eye in this strange ecosystem. As Thor is swept in the politics that entangles the rings, he uncovers more about his parents' murder and ultimately humanity's fate as a whole. Number 8. Danganronpa the Animation. Makoto Naegi won the lottery as the ultimate lucky student, gaining the chance to attend Hope's Peak Academy. This high school only accepts elite students who receive a title describing their own talent and skills after being enrolled. Makoto Naegi, though, is just an ordinary boy who won the title by chance, so he is overly happy to have a chance for a bright future. The moment he steps into the academy, he faints, and waking up, he realizes that he is trapped into the school without no way out. Monokuma, the school president, in the form of a little bear, makes an announcement to the 15 students. They will be able to graduate only if they manage to kill one of their classmates without being discovered. Well, if the idea of being trapped in a school with a scary teddy bear as the school president and the premises that graduation means killing someone without being discovered wasn't enough, there's another treat. Being discovered after killing someone means automatic death for the culprit. Feel for yourself the despair and the fear Makoto Naegi and the other students will go through. As a survival game anime, Danganronpa wields a strong plot and a lot of mysteries that will stick you to the screen from the beginning to the end. Number 7. Alice in Borderland. Ryohei Arizo is a high school student who has no ambition and just wants to escape from what he feels is a meaningless reality. One night, when he with his 2 friends, Dikishi Kurobi and Shuta Suyagawa, they see an abnormally large firework shoot into the sky, an event which signals a permanent change in their lives. Blinded by the incredibly bright explosion, the 3 find themselves transported into what is known as the Borderland. The only inhabitants of this world are participants of a deadly game game, where specific tasks must be accomplished if they wish to survive. As the three begin playing to determine how they can go back to home, Ryuhei finds himself feeling alive for the very first time in his life. Number 6. Bokurano. 15 children, 8 boys and 7 girls, are enjoying their summer camp together when they suddenly discover the grotto by the sea. When they enter the mysterious place, they find a room full of computers, as well as a man named Kukupeli, who introduces himself as the owner. He claims to be working in a game which involves a giant robot that has been designed to protect the Earth from 15 different alien invasions. Kukupeli hasn't been able to test the game yet, so he persuaded all but one of the children to sign up the contract in what he claims will be a fun adventure. However, as soon as the contracts are signed, things start to make a much darker turn. In Bokurano, the children must now pilot the giant robot Zirf one at a time in the hopes that they will have what it takes to defeat all of the upcoming enemies. The twist is that after each battle, the pilot of the robot dies. Now they are in a race for time to try to stop this game before it's too late. Number 5. Eden of the East. On November 22, 2009, Japan was hit by a missile strike, a terrorist act that fortunately did not harm anyone. Becoming known as Careless Monday, quickly forgotten, society goes on about their lives as normal. During her graduation trip to America 3 months later, friendly college student Saki Morimi's life is forever changed when she finds herself saved by unexpected trouble by Akira Takizawa. Takizawa is a cheerful but odd in many ways. He is a stark naked and suffer from amnesia, believing himself to be a terrorist. He possesses a strange cell phone loaded with 8 billion yen in digital cash. Despite Takizawa's suspicious treats, Saki quickly befriends the enigmatic young man. However, unbeknownst to her, this is the beginning of a thrilling death game involving money, cell phones, and the salvations of the world. This anime chronicles Saki's struggle to unreveal the mysteries behind her savior, while Takizawa himself battles other individuals armed with similar cell phones and returning memories which reveal his possible connections to these events from months ago. This anime had so many awards, from Kobe Award to the best television series of the year. So if you are really into the survival game anime subgenre, then this one is definitely on your watch list. Number 4. Deadman Wonderland. Deadman Wonderland portrays the worst-case scenario of being accused of a crime that you didn't commit. High school student Ganta Igarashi is tried for brutally murdering his classmates and thus being sent to Deadman Wonderland, the first privately owned prison set in a dystopian future. What he didn't expect was that Deadman Wonderland is in fact an amusement park where animates compete in bloody games for entertainment of the masses. If you're looking for a good survival game anime and a great action scenes and you're not afraid of seeing blood, then Deadman Wonderland is a strong recommendation. The design as well as the development of the main characters is really unique and great to watch. Even though the show itself doesn't have too many episodes and the ending came way too fast, it's still staying in your mind after a couple days of watching it. So if you are looking for a survival game anime that you can finish on your weekend, then this great show is exactly for you. Number 3. Future Diary. This anime may be the most popular survival game anime out there. Not only that, but it also created the infamous character of Gasei Yono, one of the most psychotic girls found in anime. The story starts with Amano Yokitiru's common phone diary turns into a future diary that's able to predict upcoming events. But he's not the only one. He's one of 12 contestants that try to kill each other in order to get a chance to turn into a god. If I had to describe the anime to someone who hasn't watched this yet, I would call it the anime equivalent of the Battle Royale. So if you are a fan of the famous movie, you will most likely also enjoy Future Diary. It's not only the main idea that's intriguing, but its further development as well as the making of Future Diary is so special. Check it out if you are ready for some dangerous survival game and a psychological thriller that will keep you entertained for a long time. Number 2. Btooom. a show whose name pretty much sums up what happens throughout the episodes. Ryota Sakamoto is a pro at the hit video game Btooom. What he didn't expect is himself becoming a part of the game. One day he finds himself alone on an island equipped with some food and lots of bombs. His goal is to find the other players on the island and to eliminate them before they can kill him. The special charm of Btooom comes from the fact that the first episodes are already dark. The anime shows blood, death, and rape without disguising it. Its main strength, though, are the fights themselves. Ryota has the abilities and the skills he acquired from the video game, but now he has to use them in real life. It's not a straightforward killing spree where all contestants blow each other up, but it's a game that requires tactics and planning. This show will definitely manage to keep you on your toes until the last episodes. Reaching number 1. Darwin's Game. An adaptation from Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Flip Flops. The anime television series adapted by Nexus and premiered on January 3, 2020. This anime is what inspired making this whole list, and I believe, guys, this is going to be one of the great survival games anime to be released in 2020. With that being said, Darwin's Game is a unique death game, in that all of its players are normal humans with superhuman powers, trying to live their lives while being forced to play the game. When a person is invited to play Darwin's Game and joins, they are given a sigil, which grants them superhuman powers. With this power, they can kill other players in the game world, earning them points which can be traded for money. Hoping to get rich of the game, the players take part in deadly battles. While the game takes place in an alternate world, it has affects the real world, a fact which the players must come to terms with. Kanami Sodo and his clan, the Sunset Ravens, are currently playing the game with the hopes of finding a way out. And as I said, guys, this anime begins streaming since January 3, 2020, which means there's already 2 episodes out there. So go and watch them, come back and tell us your opinions in the comment section below. And if you like the list, tell us if you want us to make a second part of this topic. And the last thing, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That is easy, just hit that red button. See you later.